Okay, that didn't want to record, so it maybe that did need to be that way. I'm sure it did, because if it hadn't have been needed to be, it wouldn't happen. But so anyway, I have for like a while been in this trance thing, and wisdom has flowed through to me. And what I like is for the wisdom to flow through me, because the weight of it is unbearable, and I'd like to pass it on. But as that wisdom flowed into me, it flowed into the very depths of my soul. And so I regret to tell you that I cannot tell you what I wanted to tell you. Because when it's meant for you, it's meant for you and you alone. Yeah. But as we reincarnate, that's what I mean, man. I can't. Not that I'm not going to by choice, but I can't. Because that happens. We do it in groups, and we come back in the group, but we come back under different signs as we reincarnate. La da 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 da. So I'm really fighting the urge to forget what I was going to say. Yeah. So under the different signs, we live our lives with different personalities. However, some of us, and I did say us, which is including me in this picture, incarnate under the same sign. And when that happens, you're gaining wisdom. And then some of us are keen to psychic experience, and I don't know where that one was going. Maybe it should be kept hidden in the vault. Regardless to say, some may recognize those in the group that reincarnates with them, and some may not. And then according to your astrological being that you chose, yeah, you chose it. And I guess it takes balls to choose the same one over and over and over and over and over. But as you continue to do this, it affects you in the same exact way, except you learn to deal with it from whatever perspective that you come back. which would be significantly different than the perspective that you viewed it in the last life. Okay? So, one of us just finally figures out what's going on. And because of the closeness, you see, when one recognizes one from the past, even though it may not have been, even could have been enemies in the past, life or 2 or 20 or 40, depending on 60 or 80, how many times you have not accomplished what you were put here to accomplish. So, that being said, when you do recognize one of those people, it excites you. Yeah. You're like, whoa. But if you don't recognize them and they're around you, then what happens is, if you do recognize them, what happens is it gets exciting, man. And so you try and hang out and share ideas and thoughts, and then one figures out which one is the one ends up being like the one that knows it all. But the one that knows it all is only getting it from the one who knows it all. And is only getting it, I'm sorry, I got fixation on this little thing in my beard here. It's just, I'm looking cool, man. Okay, so, man, you know, there's something throwing everything it can at me to make me not go there. I mean, what is more powerful than making you start being vain enough to think of yourself over the mission? So easy to fall into that trap, ain't it? After so many times you've done it, over so many lives you've done it, you still fall for the same stupid tricks, you see. Because the devil, him's not so smart. You know why? Because him lives up here in your brain. He don't live in no hell with a fire and a brimstone, no. Because he is much too evil for that. His punishment is to live inside your brain. You create him how you will. And you make him indestructible, if you will. And you give him all power, if you will. And he will control you. Game. So back in the day, for an example, the Eagles came to a spiritual awakening in the desert and stepped outside the realm of conventionality, but not of history. For the things of old are the things untold on the pages of the book. Yeah, the book deceive you if you're not extremely careful. You must read it correctly. In the spirit. Yeah. Casting away the flesh, said the prophet. Worshipping him in spirit and in truth. Think of it. Truth. And who knows the truth? Only the one that lives the truth knows the truth. Love thy neighbor as thyself. And love the Lord thy God with all thy heart and thy soul and your mind. Your mind, yeah. Your heart is flesh. And your soul is spirit. But your mind is your good and your evil. Your Alpha and Omega. Your beginning and your end. Because you see, when the mind shuts off, whether from physical anatomies or mental anatomies, when your mind shuts off, you die. Die. And what is that? What is die? Oh. 'Tis better to die fighting for freedom than to live as a slave. Yeah. Bob Marley. And so, you let Babylon slave you? Tell you you must work